In this lesson, I actually want to go over your channel appearance. Now, if you notice that my channel is very basic. Now, in March of 2012, YouTube changed their channel settings to this simpler, cleaner platform because they were seeing really how important their business was becoming to a lot of other businesses. And they were looking to attract more than just the YouTubers who are doing comedy and whatnot. And a lot of the old YouTube channels were extraordinarily busy because a lot of people were posting or uploading photos and just putting them at the back here. And it just was creating a lot of chaos. People before had control over the font they used. So you had channels that they had a black background, green and red font. It was a green headlines and here for all of the videos, and the text was red. I mean, just horrible design that you couldn't read. And also when you got there, it was just so violent and aggressive that you ran away. So in March of 2012, they decided to standardize things. Now you can still upload images, and I do still see channels where they upload a sort of a banner on either the left or the right side, or sometimes both, or they'll upload a logo, and so it covers the entirety of the background here, where mine is gray. Or in some cases they'll use, fun colors like pink and whatnot. Now I'm going to show you where to change your color setting so that you change your appearance. But one thing you want to keep in mind is your YouTube channel is a place where you want people to do very specific things. You want them to stay long enough to know who you are. You want them to subscribe to your channel. And eventually you also, obviously you want them to watch your videos, and you want them to watch them as long as possible. And eventually you want them to go from your YouTube channel to one of your offer pages. And in another video, I show you how to add these links. That's very important. So you don't want to have a background that is so distracting that it's screaming at people. So gray is one of the best colors, should I say, that you could use as your background. Better than black, because black is a little bit harsh and a little bit aggressive. The gray allows people to focus right here. What's happening right in the middle, that's where you want people to focus. You want people to focus right here so that you can watch the videos and not focus on the side because there's just so much happening. You simply would go under your channel settings, and under the appearance, you are able to change your color. So you have here background, so you could choose a file, and this file will allow you to upload logos, etc., and photos of your face, or if you want to. Or to change the colors here, you have different colors. Now you can say, well, pink goes with my logo, or pink is one of my colors, or blue is my color, or green is my color. Again, when you do that, it really becomes very difficult to focus on the videos in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the colors to show you. So let's say I really like green, and I decide I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with green. Well, as you can see here, it's a very different feel from what I had before. This really is very hard on the eyes, very aggressive, and it doesn't really make me want to stay there too long. Now, if I decided, yeah, no, that doesn't work. Let's do red. Red captures attention, right? Well, it does capture attention, but again, very harsh. It's a lot of color, and it's not necessarily the color that you may want. Now, it's on preview mode simply because I haven't yet clicked on the done editing. But as you can see here, it's so bright, it's so harsh. Now you may say, okay, well, let's go with something soft. Pink is soft. Of course pink is soft. I'm gonna do like a corally pink. Now the corally pink, again, it's very distracting. You see the color more than you see the videos. That's one of the reasons that gray works so well. But I'm actually going to show you the contrast between gray and black. So I'm going to show you black first. And as you can see, black is very dark. It's very intense. It's very, very too dark. That's a new word, very too dark. It's too heavy. And there's no lightness to your channel. The dark, you could use the light gray, because you've got actually three. This I'm not actually sure that you would even see that it changes the color that much. You could definitely play around with the different shades of gray to have 4 of them. This is still fairly light. You could go with the darkest shade of gray, which is what I use, or you could use this sort of medium shade of gray. And this already, as you can see, much cleaner, much easier on the eye. It allows you to focus on what's happening in the middle, which is really the idea of you getting people to click on your videos. Or you can, this is the one that I usually choose, which is sort of the darker gray. And I'll go to done editing because that's the color that I usually use. And as you can see, again, the focus becomes on the videos and not on the distracting color around it. Now, again, if you want to brand your channel and add your banner that you may have had created, that is something that you definitely can do. It's your opinion. However, there are a number of statistics that show that this gray background here is the best one to increase the time that people spend on your channel and the likelihood that they'll be clicking on the videos, because again, it becomes easy for their eyes to focus on what's happening in the middle and not get distracted by the very bright background.